What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. So good to see everybody. Hope your Tuesday is going well. Now, Bibbo, got to say it first, my man. I've been too busy to make any shows for the last few days. Hope everyone is doing well. Bibbo, I've been wondering about you, buddy. I know that you're slammed, dude. And you know what? We all thank you. Protecting the country here from attacks. My boy Bibbo got him. Let's go now. Question for the group. What the hell happened to the Packers versus Carolina on Sunday? Hey, Jinxie's the one to ask, man. They've been all over it. Crazy. I don't know what's going on with the Packers right now. But we'll talk about it for sure. All right. So good to see everybody. Hope you're doing well. Japan, SGA, over 4.5 rebounds at -104. Beautiful work, buddy. And I tell you what, that's a perfect segue. Let's jump right into the picks. All right. Yeah. Tizzle said it. Any given Sunday. Damn right, baby. Yeah. Big Tony, some interesting trades today in the NFL. Man, right? Jerry Jones going after it here. Yeah, we'll see what that's going to do. All right. So I'm going to start here. I've got to play in football and I've got to play in basketball. Jinxie said, what happened was the Panthers decided to start Rico Dowdle instead of having a running back competition. There you go. Hey, Jinxie, follow. Jinxie's been all over this. Literally calling it days before. Spot on. All right. So Miami and Ohio. I want under 49.5. Now, I don't ever like to put out in the ethos that a game might stink, but a game might stink. I don't know how much I want with this one. Tizzle, AB, you feeling okay? Another under, bro. I know. I know. Dude, I want the under tonight. It feels like this could have. Yeah. Zach said Bobcat's gonna roll. There you go. Yeah. We're gonna find out, man. Great uniform game, though. Solid one. Miami, Ohio, and Ohio. Yeah, man. Too solid. All right. Yeah, I want the under 49.5 here. Big Zach's feeling it, though, on Ohio Bobcats. I don't blame him. East Carolina, -5.5 basketball. All right. I want some ECU tonight. Who they got? Georgia Southern. I want a little ECU. Now, if you grab this at 4.5, good call. It's gone to 5.5 now. I don't know if it goes any higher. But I want to let East Carolina. Now, our boy TJ, and he'll join us at some point. He's got 2 plays. He's got some hockey here. Edmonton Oilers, 1+ power play goal, +100, as well as the Winnipeg Jets, 1+ power play goal at +105. All right, so that's what we have for tonight. Liddy said, what's up? What's up, babe? Good to see you. Hi, Tina. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Great to see you. All right, so that's what we have for tonight. If you have any picks, thoughts, bets, anything, drop them in. We'll go through all of it. Now, as we always do on Tuesdays, we go through the college football week. Tony said it too. Hold on. Is that 2 unders in the same day? It is. It's frightening. I don't know what's going on. But we have college football to break down. Now, let's start with tonight. We have 2 games, UMass and Akron, and Miami and Ohio. Justin said, headed to my doctor's appointment, haven't been feeling right lately. Hey, big dog, go get checked out. Go get good again, buddy. Keep us updated. Hope you get to feeling better. No doubt, man. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, a good call, man. Go to the doctor. Get all patched up, big dog. And you surrounded by doctors too, aren't you? All right, yeah. So we got UMass and Akron, and we got Miami and Ohio. Oh, Tina, there you go. See, Tina missed this morning because of the doctor appointment. Tina, hope everything's okay. Keep us updated as well. And, yeah, there we go. Jared, good afternoon, crew. Good afternoon, buddy. Good to see you. TJ, what's up, baby?
What's going on, buddy? Sorry I'm a little late.
No, you're okay, man. Hey, my man's working. Don't rush. Don't worry. Hey, I was going to be going for a while anyway. So it was like, dude, you do your thing. Get here safe. That's all we need. All right. Because, as I say, well, never mind. It's just good to have you. All right. Jump over your picks again, man. What you got?
Yeah, no problem. We're going to go with the, as you guys can tell, a theme here. We're going to take the Edmonton Oilers 1+ power play goal at plus 100. They are in first place, just like I said yesterday when they were going up against St. Louis. They have Dallas tonight, who is 25th in the penalty kill. Edmonton has 13 goals. That's a lot so far this season. That's probably why they're in first. Really like that matchup. As long as we have a team that's under 75% in the penalty kill, I like to target them, and Dallas is. And then we're going to go Jets, 1+ power play goal, plus 105. They are 8th currently in the NHL in power play goals with 10, going up against the Kings, who are 24th and hitting a penalty kill at 74%. So under that number we like. So plus money plays here. Really like it. I don't think the books are catching up.
Beautiful work, man. And I like you jumping on these power play goals, dude. You've been
I can explain it a little bit if it makes sense. I just don't really want to get in trouble.
What do you mean get in trouble?
Well, one night I was at a neighbor's house who was a huge NHL prospect, and his best friend was there, who was a linesman in the NHL. And we got to talking about politics in the NHL. And he just so happened to be that ref that was the linesman in Florida-Toronto Game 7 and called boarding when they went into the third period.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, for some weird reason, he wasn't officiating the game anymore in the third period. He didn't come out. That's because the league stepped in.
Wow.
Said, guess what, buddy? Sit your butt down. You're not doing what we told you to do. Today's supposed to be Florida's game. They're supposed to get the calls. Yeah.
Okay.
So the books don't really know that. And there's actually something that happened a couple years ago to an NHL official who lost his job because he got caught on a hot mic explaining that to a player in the box who was complaining. Hey man, why this? He's like, listen, I can't call another one on them. You know it. I've already given 4 to you. They can't get another one. And he got fired because it's like a untouchable, unspeakable code that they have. So he lost his job over that.
And then, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so I'm looking at it this way where I can find teams that are under 75% in penalty kill, teams that are killing it in the power play. But not only that, I don't have to look anymore to see. I used to look like, oh, this team doesn't have that many penalties. But all I got to look now is if one team has a lot of penalties, because the rest will even it out. So if one of these teams are a team that goes in the box a lot, that means the other team's also going in the box that night. So I've been using that as my advantage. That's why I'm 9-2 on these plays so far.
There's not a damn thing I need to add to any of that. I love it.
Insider trading.
You know what? Liddy's got it right. Loose lips sink ships. TJ, well done, sir. All right. So what are your 2 plays tonight?
Yeah, so we're on the Edmonton Oilers 1+ power play goal plus 100 and the Winnipeg Jets 1+ power play goal plus 105.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know DraftKings watches this, so I that's why I was like, I don't know, but
you're gonna see suddenly every NHL game's off the board. Oh, TJ Parker made himself an impact today on the industry. You want to drive a line, that man drove it.
As long as I get to trending on the internet, I'm okay with it.
Well, you'll be trending. No, that's awesome, man. Do you want to hang out during college football, or do you got to go?
I got to get back to work, so I'll let you do that.
I was hoping you had some more neighbors.
It was a fun night. It was an interesting conversation, and I remember walking away from it being like, I'm going to use that.
Oh, I'm going to use that too. TJ, I can't wait until the next time that you're back on this show.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate you guys. Have a good night, crew, and enjoy your evening.
Good to see you, big dog. Great work, man. See you, bro. I love that dude. And TJ's awesome. That's great. Oh, that just made my day. Oh, he's the man. All right, so let's jump into college football for this week. Now, here's what we got, okay? I like this week. I think we got some stuff going. It's November. All right, it gets real now. You play for the opportunity to play for championships in November. That's when you handle your business. Good teams do it. So you're going to see a lot of money lines on this for week 11. We'll go through the games. Let me just put the picks up, and then we'll talk about it. Give me Georgia on the money line with Nebraska on the money line against the UCLA. All right. That one plus 160. Next, give me Memphis money line and Vanderbilt money line. Sorry, Abby. Plus 105. Arizona money line, Alabama money line, minus 105. Give me SC money line and Florida money line. Gator bait. Dude, Florida's got one of the best. Dude, when they get Gator bait going, Gator bait. If anybody's ever been to Gainesville, that's a dope ass stadium. It's cool. USC money line, Florida money line, minus 110. Oregon, Iowa, over 40.5. That's right. I want an Iowa game and I want the over. Let's even this out from Tuesday's unders picks. Yeah. Give me Oregon and Iowa over 40.5. And give me Indiana and Penn State over 49.5. We'll talk about these games, but look, I think Indiana, look, just as Chisel said it right here. USC back in Cali on a Friday night, belt to ass. I think USC has that mindset, and I think Indiana has that mindset, and I think Oregon's got that mindset. Tony said, at least there's no unders on this page. Yeah, Bruce said NBA. Hey, we'll talk about that in just 1 second. And if anybody's got NBA picks, drop them in for sure. And we'll jump in on that. Yeah, so let's jump into what is week 11 of the college football season here. These are the picks. Now, let's go through the top 25. We'll talk about these games, and we'll get back to it. All right, Friday night. 2 ranked games, man. Solid. Northwestern at USC. USC a 14.5-point favorite. Total of 50.5. Yeah, look, I agree with Tizzle. That USC win, Nebraska, that was a big win. That was a big win. That was going to be a big one for whoever took that game. And it didn't start great for USC, but they did it in the end. Now they get Friday night at home. Yeah. Now, we've got them on the money line here. 14.5. I mean, I would get that to 14, 13. 13.5 is so much better. But, yeah. Now, I went the route of pairing USC, but I kind of think SC is going to be able to kind of pick their number here. Now, Tulane and Memphis. Here's another one. Memphis, 22nd in the country. They're 8-1, 4-1 in the conference. Tulane, 6-2, 3-1 in the conference. Memphis, a 5.5-point favorite. Total of 55.5. I'm really big on Memphis in this game. I like the over. I think if you want to play this, like without, Memphis on the money line, look at points. Tulane's going to score them, and Memphis is definitely going to score them. I think Memphis had its scare. It's lost to UAB. And I think that they've got themselves back in the right spot. It's a low spread. Tulane's a good football team. We're not taking anything away from them, but it's hard not to like Memphis in this. If this were their first kind of weird game, I would be a little scared, but Memphis whole season, their schedule's weird. It's been weird. Like after that loss to UAB, I'm good with them. I think Memphis knows exactly who they are, and they just score. Just go out and score. Just keep going. Don't stop until the clock's over. Just don't stop. So I think that you're going to see some points in this game for sure. There's a reason why the total's 55.5, but again, I wouldn't stray too far from Memphis. All right, Indiana, Penn State. Indiana, 15.5-point favorite. Total of, well, now it's 49.5, and we're on that over. Indiana is just boat racing everyone. Sig, their head coach, he has the right idea. We're going to try to score 1 million points, and if we fall a little short, we still think we're going to score more than you. Now, Penn State, every week is going to be an adventure with what you get with them. And that goes for any team that has fired their head coach, because it's not all built the same. No. Some places are happy that the coach is gone. Some places are not happy that the coach is gone. Some players are already looking ahead to where they're going to play next year. Some are helping on the coaching search, right? Like, you fire a coach and all bets are off. But what I do know is that Indiana takes things personally. Kind of like Michael Jordan. You know, when Michael Jordan didn't really have any motivation around him, so he kind of made a little bit of it up. That's like Indiana. They just worked themselves up like, oh, Penn State's been talking that noise? Oh, okay. We finna see when Penn State ain't done nothing. But that's Indiana. They some bullies. They don't care. So I'm going to keep rolling with them, because if they don't care, I don't care. Justin McCullough said, "Be the go. That's you, big dog." Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Tony said, love the Georgia parlay. Let's talk about it. Georgia, Mississippi State. Mississippi State, I dig everything about them. Lebby, all of it. I think their coaching staff knows exactly who they are, and they're getting better. Hey, I watched them play against Tennessee. Tennessee's not the best team in the world, but Mississippi State probably should have won that game. This team is not bad. They're not great, but they can put up some points and put up some yards. There's a reason why this Georgia game, Georgia's only a 7.5 point favorite at a total of 57.5. That's the 5th ranked team in the country on the road against an unranked team. Right? Mississippi State ain't bad. And that place will be rocking. Yeah, and Tony, that's exactly why I'm taking the points out of it. Because Mississippi State, that place ain't no joke, man. Starkville gets hype. And Lebby's been calling for it. Big win against Arkansas. He's been calling for it. He said he wants 60,000 cowbells going 60 minutes. Said it today. So here's the other thing, though. Georgia, remember this, and we speak about it each week. Georgia games have been the same thing at week in and week out, except the Alabama game, which they lost. Georgia doesn't start hot, but Georgia plays for 60 minutes pure, not 59 minutes and 59 seconds. They play for 60 minutes. So, again, this would not be a bad game. That even if you don't take the parlay, the Georgia money line, right? If you keep an eye on this game, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, Saturday morning on ESPN. Georgia is a great live bet every week. They fall behind every game. Now, they messed around in that Florida game last week a lot. But that's kind of how Georgia is. Georgia's not perfect. And they don't, again, start terribly quickly. Proper English. But they a damn good football team. And they're well coached. This is going to be a fun game. I don't know about 57.5. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. But keep an eye on this one. If you're somebody who likes to live bet, if you like an arbitrage opportunity, and what we define an arbitrage opportunity is any opportunity to make abnormal money, this could be an arbitrage game. And it could be that way for Georgia week in and week out. So just keep an eye on that. Every game they've started slow, but they finished strong. BYU and Texas Tech, 8th ranked against 9th ranked. 11 a.m. Central. Texas Tech a 9.5 point favorite. Total of 52.5. Look at this. Kind of a low total there. But BYU doing its thing. 8-0, 5-0 in the Big 12. Texas Tech 8-1, 5-1 in the Big 12. Yeah, Tizzle, I agree with you here. Tizzle, Texas Tech minus 6.5 in the first half, minus 105. Believe they lead the country in first half point differential. Absolutely do. Yes. Great look. Great look. Texas Tech is going to be like a lot like betting Tennessee first quarters. You just take the points. Right now, this one we're taking Texas Tech. Usually with Tennessee, we just take the over in the first quarter, but agreed. Texas Tech minus 6.5 first half. Yeah, they put up points. You could also look at team total if you wanted to. Don't know what that number is. And again, wouldn't get in the habit of trying to overthink every game, but yeah, Tizzle, great look, man. Ohio State, Purdue. Ohio State, 29.5 point favorite. Total of 48.5. I mean, it's not playable. Like Jared, Devin Booker over 39.5 points, rebounds and assists, minus 114. Over in 5 of his last 6, averaging 44.3 across that span. Hammer it. Boom, there we go. And Big Bruce, there we go too. Jared, appreciate you, boy. All right. Yeah, Ohio State. I honestly don't know any good way to play this. And I couldn't even fathom a complaint about Ohio State right now. But if you've got a way to play this one, holler at me, because I don't. I'm not playing minus 29.5. And I don't want to mess with that 48.5. Because Penn State, because Ohio State pitches shutouts. Now, do they pitch a shutout here? I don't think so, but I don't want to test it either with real money. So if you've got a better look here, let me know, but I don't have it. All right, Citadel at Ole Miss. We don't even have a spread. Not even going to talk about that. Texas A&M and Missouri. Okay. Texas A&M, third ranked in the country, and nobody talks about it. Might not have even seen a Texas A&M game. Some folks out there who are like, nah, they're not that exciting. Well, they started out not exciting. They've become thrilling because Texas A&M can score, and suddenly Texas A&M's defense has given up the moon. They just go in shootout mode. Missouri, they'll like to play that style. Now, here's the difficult part. Betting this game, okay, take a look at these numbers. Texas A&M, 6.5 point favorite, total of 47.5. That's a low total. For these two, these two offenses they ain't slouches. But, yeah, Tizzle, two things that are leering under the surface here. Number one, Missouri has faded off. Definitely. And number two, Texas A&M's defense is due to put on a show. And it could be this week. The books are hinting at it. That total of 47.5 is a low total. So, Texas A&M minus 6.5, that might not be a bad play. You might get a seriously motivated Texas A&M team this week. And I'm not taking any shots at Missouri. It is what it is. Drinkwitz, he is who he is. But that Texas A&M team is feeling it. And that defense might come back alive. So be careful there. The books are telling you the same thing with that total. So have a little caution. But that is a pretty low total. All right. Oregon and Iowa, we're on the over here, 41.5. Oregon's only a 6.5 point favorite. Did we say that again? They're only a 6.5 point favorite. Iowa could score. This feels to me like Dan Lanning comes out and has 2 belts. I want the over because Iowa's going to score. But I've got a feeling that Oregon goes nuclear. This feels like when Oregon starts to crank that up. And Dan Lanning is an intense guy. And he doesn't care if you're a backup that's now a starter because of injury or something like that. No excuses. All hands on deck. Time to roll. So I don't have any negative thoughts. And again, Iowa's going to score. However, beginning of November, the leaves change, the weather changes, coaches' mindsets change. They do. They start getting militaristic now. That's just how a locker room is in November. It gets intense. And games like this on the road, these road games almost get your attention even more. It's a lot of times, it's kind of nicer to play on the road because all you're focused on is the game. You don't know anybody in the stands. You don't care. My family's not here. My girlfriend ain't. I don't give a damn. I'm just coming out here to whoop your ass in front of your people. I'm going to roll Oregon here. I had nothing against Iowa, but Dan Lanning is not. He's not a laissez-faire type of dude. Live and let be. Not really Dan Lanning style. It is not really Kirk Ferentz's style. However, I don't know. I'm feeling Oregon. All right. Syracuse and Miami. Big Tony, what do we do? What do we do? I come to you, man. You know Miami. They're going through it right now. 6-2, 2-2 in the ACC. Coming off that loss. Syracuse, 3-6. Syracuse, they a fighting team, man. They got some spirit. They ain't good, but they'll fight. Miami, if there's ever a time Miami, to get it right, it's this. Now, Miami minus 28.5. No, thank you. Total of 45.5. You have my attention. Here's the problem for me, though. I've bet Miami overs 2 straight weeks. It hasn't played out well. So I can't go to the well on it. That said, though, it is a great time to play points on both sides. Because what does Syracuse get? They don't give a damn, right? They're 3-6. They're going to Miami. You get up for that. It's like, damn, we got a chance to take down Miami. Yeah, Tony, I agree. If I were playing anything, it would be the over. I can't take 28.5, even though not playing 4 touchdowns. Auburn and Vanderbilt. Jared, Kamari Moulton, Oregon running back, over 53.5 rushing yards, 5 out of the last 5, averaging 82.6 yards per game. There you go. Thank you, sir. Tizzle, you couldn't pay me to trust Carson Beck at the stage. Oh, it's brutal. Jared, there we go. It's tough. I don't know what to do with Miami. They got talent. Well, I'm going to have to wait and see. All right, Auburn and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, 6.5-point favorite, total of 45.5. A couple big things coming out of this game. Number one, obviously, Auburn has fired Hugh Freeze. And let me tell you, every Auburn fan, every Auburn player, every person in the Auburn facility is not upset about that. I wasn't in there. Don't know how it went. But apparently, things weren't going well. And apparently, Hugh Freeze was wearing on people. So, the books are saying the same thing. Vandy only a 6.5-point favorite. Now, again, I say only. I'm not taking a shot at Auburn. but it's just been that kind of a year. But Vandy at home on a 6.5-point favorite coming off of a loss to Texas, the books are telling you Auburn could be dangerous here. Now, I think Vanderbilt is the much better team, and I think Vanderbilt bounces back from the Texas game and handles business. But you don't see me playing a spread. Watch out for Auburn. Again, we record this on Tuesday afternoon, so we have time through the week. We'll continue to break this down, but this is one of those situations where nobody's crying that Hugh Freeze is gone, right? So, yeah. All right. Washington and Wisconsin. Washington 6-2 on the year. All right, 3-2 in the conference. On the road. Wisconsin 2-6, 0-5 in the Big Ten. Washington 11.5-point favorite. Total of 44.5. Brutal year for Wisconsin. Hate to see it. I have a lot of friends who are Wisconsin folks, and they're the nicest people on planet Earth. So I don't want to pile on. I get it. This year stinks. It does. Don't overthink this. If you're playing it, roll with Washington. There's just it's that Wisconsin offense. It's just anemic. It's just so anemic. And Washington's a good football team. So, yeah, no play for me, but I don't overthink it. Well, Washington goes in, continues, moves on, right? Just be careful with the number. That's really what you want to do. All right, Wake Forest and Virginia. Wake Forest, man, they're a weird team. Take it down SMU, 13-12. We got Virginia, 8-1, 5-0 in the conference, man. Tony, he asked, does that Virginia minus 6.5 seem low? Yeah, it does. I'm all about some Virginia. They're pretty good. This team's pretty damn good. Hawk said, UW, baby. Yes, sir. Anything Virginia under a touchdown, I'm with. I think Wake Forest got its big win. As weird as that sounds, I think they got their big win. And I think Virginia's saying, we're 8-1. We got 3 games left. How about we go out, put a little belt to rear? I like Virginia here. At home, good spot. Good spot. California and Louisville. Louisville, 19.5-point favorite. Total of 50.5. You want to talk about another weird team. Cal is a strange football team. You can watch Cal have one drive down the field. Seven of us could sit in the same room, watch the same drive, and have 7 different opinions. Excuse me. Cal doesn't turn the ball over that much, but they do. Once they have like a fumble, there 3 fumbles start. Like this team is strange. Now, on the other side, here's what you need to know about Louisville, and not just this week. And I'm talking to you serious here. With Louisville, Jeff Brom, their head coach, is going to be involved in major coaching searches. Okay? He's going to LSU, keep going down the list. His name's going to be there. That being said, what Jeff Brom has to do, and I'm not saying he wants to leave Louisville, but just good business strategy right now is when people are interested in you, start hammering. You want to know the difference between making $40 million and $140 million? Win 3 more games, right? 4 more games. You'll find out. Tizzle, Cal is bipolar. I think the points make it to the window. Agreed. Cal is so bipolar. They're one of the weirdest teams I've seen in a while, and they're really good. But yeah, I mean, bipolar is just a great word. Just a great word for sure, man. Yeah. So with Louisville, keep an eye, man. Jeff Brom, his name's going to be out there. Now, Jeff Brom's been around the building or been around the block. Like, he knows how to handle this. Agents, all that stuff. It's not that, big of a thing of betting, but it is something. So we'll see. But yeah, bipolar for Cal. That's about the best way to put it, dude. All right. LSU and Alabama. Alabama, 9.5-point favorite, total of 48.5. Okay, LSU, another school, fired their coach. LSU might be coming to Louisville to find their next coach. Who knows? But I don't think, well, let me rephrase. All bets are off the table in this game. LSU plus 9.5 is not a bad look. You have a lot of dudes that have been stifled by Brian Kelly and that conservative approach that he has. They're going to come out and do the opposite. The problem is this. I don't know if Alabama's not the second best team in the country. I'm giving Ohio State the absolute respect because they've earned it. They hold the title belt. And nothing's changed from that. So, not going to move Ohio State out there. But Alabama's pretty damn good. You're going to get a lot of running the football. A lot of running the football, especially on Alabama's side. I'm rolling with Alabama on a money line parlay. I do not hate LSU plus 9.5. Do not hate it. I don't know what to do with that total. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys have seen this game. They play it every year. They've played national championships. It's a war. But even with everything with LSU that I like with Brian Kelly being out, Alabama ain't no damn joke. This team is good. And they believe in their coaches, Kalen DeBoer and them. And boys figured it out. So, yeah, we've got Alabama on the money line parlay. But watch out. Yeah, I'll say this. I don't know what the number is. An LSU team total, if you're trying to slide a little something in, yeah. We'll talk more about it. It's only Tuesday again. It's going to be a game. And it's in Bryant-Denny. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, Navy and Notre Dame. Look at Navy, 7-1. Notre Dame, 6-2, 10th ranked in the country. Notre Dame, a 26.5-point favorite. Total of 57.5. I don't have player props in college here in the state of Tennessee. I wouldn't go far from Notre Dame running the football. Yeah, Tizzle. DeBoer went from old lady saying they'd pay his buyout with lotto winnings to pulling out a nice string of wins. Yes, he has. And remember, they did it last year, too. Kalen DeBoer and them can coach. They just realized they walked into not a sane place, and I say that with respect. Alabama's out to win in everything. Navy, Notre Dame. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a good play on this. 26.5. 57.5 seems like a lot, but again, Navy can score. If you have a look on this, let me know. I don't have it. As of Tuesday, I got nothing on this. These are gross numbers. There we go. All right, so those are the last games. Let me put the picks back up here. Let's see. All right, Georgia money line, Nebraska money line plus 160, Memphis money line, Vanderbilt money line plus 105, Arizona money line, Alabama money line minus 105, USC money line, Florida money line minus 110. Florida, by the way, is playing Kentucky on the road. All right, I know we didn't talk about that game. Florida obviously has fired their head coach. Did that the week previous, and they ain't playing bad. Dizzle, I always enjoy, or Tina, I'm sorry. Tina, I always enjoy when Alabama doesn't do well because it's fun reading my neighbor's Facebook post when she's mad. That's funny. Yeah. All right. So Georgia money line, Nebraska money line, Memphis money line, Vanderbilt money line, Arizona money line, Alabama money line, USC money line, Florida money line, Oregon, Iowa over 40.5, and then Indiana and Penn State over 49.5. AB, how do you feel about a teaser LSU plus 17.5 over 41.5? I love it. Love everything about it. That's a great number for LSU. Because trust me, Kalen DeBoer also understands that when he's up, run the football. Just run the football. He's going to play as you're supposed to do it, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I dig it. Martez, y'all talk NBA. Just joining. Good to see you, buddy. Nah, man, we haven't. If anybody's got any picks, drop them in the chat here. Really haven't talked about a whole lot, really. I can throw the games up, though. Let me throw the other picks for this afternoon. All right, football-wise, Miami and Ohio under 49.5, as well as college basketball. East Carolina minus 5.5 at minus 115. And then TJ tonight in the NHL, Edmonton Oilers, 1+ power play goal at plus 100. Then the Winnipeg Jets, 1+ power play goal at plus 105. All right. Tony, AB, that looks like a 6-0 sheet. See you at the pay window. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Big Tony. All right. Martez, let me pull up the NBA games real quick. Make sure, buddy. Can't leave you hanging. Everybody else wants to talk a little ball. Ooh. Drilling it on them. All right. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Give me just a second. Got to load up. Look at Buc-ee's. Anybody going to a Buc-ee's today? I wish I was going to a Buc-ee's. Man, of course, big dog. Matty boy, appreciate you, boy. Good to see you. All right, so let's see. Here we go. All right, so I think we have, 6 games tonight? Yeah, 6 games. All right, so Bucks and the Raptors. Raptors 4.5-point favorite, total 235.5. Magic and the Hawks. Magic 3.5-point favorites, 228.5. Pretty low number there. 76ers and the Bulls. Man, look at these. Dude, Sixers 5-1, Bulls 5-1, 3-0 on the road, 4-0 at home. Something's got to give. Bulls minus 1.5, total 240.5. And we'll talk about these games in a second. I just want to go through them. Hornets and the Pelicans. Pelicans 3.5-point favorite, total 237.5. Tina said, "Go Bulls." Let's go, Tina. Go Bulls indeed. Suns and the Warriors. Dude, the Bulls have the greatest intro of all time. Suns of the Warriors. Warriors 10.5-point favorite, total 233.5. Then the Thunder and the Clippers. Thunder, look at them. 7-0, 3-0 on the road, 4-0 at home. Your defending NBA champions are 6.5-point favorites, total 221.5. So, first with Jarrett, I like Kelly Oubre Jr. over points, rebounds, and assists as well. I believe 23.5. Beautiful work, sir. Tizzle Curry over 9.5 rebounds and assists. Love that. All right, 1 second. Let me see. I think I have the picks. Yeah. All right. So we've got Alex Caruso over 1.5 threes. I don't have him. Alex Caruso over 1.5 threes, and then Steph Curry over 4.5 threes. All right. Let me pull the games back up. Apologies. So yeah. All right. Where are you guys rolling with it? Yeah. So let's jump in that Suns game. Suns and the Warriors here. So yeah, Jared on Devin Booker over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He is it for Phoenix, isn't he? If it ain't Booker, 0-3 on the road. Emilio, AJ Green over 2.5 threes for the Milwaukee Bucks. Beautiful, my friend. Volume is huge. Love that. Love that. Emilio, great work. Take a look at that game here. Bucks and the Raptors. Raptors 4.5 point favorites. Man, what is anybody playing that Magic Hawks total? 228.5. Anybody been riding Paolo Banchero? Props, points, rebounds, and assists. Any others? Tizzle, that Clipper Thunder game going to finish on a Wednesday. I know. That's 11 p.m. Eastern. Is anyone on the East Coast watching Thunder Clippers tonight? So the funny thing, the Thunder, they fall in the same category. Well, they're kind of more Oklahoma City's the Midwest, right? But the Memphis Grizzlies being in the West. Here in Tennessee, some of those games, man. Jared said, you know I am. Yes, sir. Yeah. When we start getting those Grizzlies, Lakers games, Grizzlies, just basically Grizzlies in California, every game starts at like 11 o'clock here. Anybody on anything that Hornets Pelicans? Anybody a glutton for punishment? Look at the Pelicans, man. 0-6. 0-2 at home. And they're favorites. Who's ready for some college basketball? I'm ready for that tonight. Now, I always enjoy the first part of a season, like when it first starts. Getting to know these teams, betting them, watching them like in full. I love it. All right. We'll get out of here. Yeah, we've gone for an hour. I don't want to keep you guys. All right, we'll be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Yeah. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for the Crew exclusive. We'll watch some basketball, some hockey, all kinds of stuff. Tyrese Maxey, Jared said over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Beautiful look, my friend. Also, Jalen Suggs over 5.5 rebounds and assists. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. All right. We'll jump out of here. Again, I've kept you guys like 3 hours today. All right. We'll be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right. Until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. And we'll see you tonight, the Crew exclusive. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good one. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.